All right, ever stop and think about what really gives electricity its oomph, that invisible force? Well, today, we're diving into exactly that. We're talking about voltage. Let's jump right in.
And hey, just a quick heads up, this is part 11 of our 20-part series on electricity, all based on the great guide from Virtualization Options LLC. And for this one, it's all about voltage, nothing but voltage.
Okay, so let's kick things off with a really simple question, but one that's super important. We all know electricity flows, right? But what's actually giving it that push to get it moving in the first place?
That push, that's the whole secret right there. The best way to think about it is like a kind of electrical pressure. It's what gets the whole show on the road.
And that's our big word for the day, voltage. Yup, voltage is that electrical pressure. It's the force, the muscle that shoves all those little electric charges, the electrons, through a circuit. You gotta remember, without that voltage, nothing's going anywhere. No push, no flow. Simple as that.
Now, this is an invisible force, so it can be kind of tricky to wrap your head around. So let's use a classic analogy to make it all click. I mean, there's a reason everyone uses this one, it just plain works.
Okay, check this out. Think about water in a pipe. For water to move, you need pressure, right? It always flows from high pressure to low pressure. Well, an electrical circuit, it's pretty much the same deal. Voltage is the pressure that pushes electrons through a wire, and they move from a place of higher potential to a place of lower potential. See the parallel? It's perfect.
So let's get a little more formal for a second. The official definition is that voltage is the difference in electrical potential energy between two spots in a circuit. And we measure this push in volts. That's why you see the letter V. And it's named after this incredible Italian physicist, Alessandro Volta. This is the guy who invented the first electric battery way back in 1800. Pretty cool, huh?
All right, enough with the definitions. Let's bring this into the real world, because you actually deal with different levels of voltage, different amounts of that push all the time, every single day. Let's check out a few examples I guarantee you'll know.
First up, let's start small. You know that regular A or AAA battery you've got in your remote control? That little guy gives off a really gentle push of just 1.5 volts. It's not a lot of pressure, but it's the perfect amount to power something simple like your remote or a clock. Okay, let's level up a bit. The classic 9-volt battery. The rectangular one, right? This is the one you trust to power your smoke detector. It's got a much stronger push than a little AA battery, which makes sense because it's for stuff that needs a little more juice.
And now, the big kahuna. Your standard wall outlet, at least here in the States. We're talking a powerful push of 120 volts. I mean, that is a huge jump up. This is the serious pressure you need to run the big stuff. Your lights, your TV, your blender, you name it.
And whoa, look at this chart. This really puts it into perspective, doesn't it? The push from that wall outlet isn't just a little bit stronger. It is way more powerful than what you get from those batteries. It's a totally different league. Seeing it like this just makes it so clear.
So this huge difference in the amount of push, well, that brings us to something really, really important: safety. Understanding voltage isn't just some science trivia. It's absolutely crucial for keeping yourself safe.
And yeah, this quote here really hits the nail on the head. A higher voltage, a much stronger push, makes it way easier for electricity to blast right through your skin's natural resistance. And that's not good.
So, here's the bottom line, the most important thing to remember. High voltage is dangerous because it can push a deadly amount of current through your body. It's all about that push. That's exactly why you're super careful around a wall outlet, but you'd have no problem just picking up a AA battery.
And that leaves us with one last question, doesn't it? We've spent this whole time talking about how voltage is the push. So what do we call the actual flow that happens because of that push? Well, that's a story for our next explainer. Thanks for tuning in.